Hello people, so then we're back at the Exeter Hotel again. This has been a running thing. Apparently we're going to be having motorbikes and all sorts turning up today, so hopefully it'll be a good day. But it'll be interesting to see what abuse we get off of the lefties. Of course, I might even dish it back. But I don't know, I think the last one was them shouting at us and us shouting at them. I'll try and keep it chilled this time and try not to get too far carried away. But when you've got left wings constantly antagonising you, it's easy to get carried away. Yeah, thank you for subscribing everybody. I'm now up to 618 subscribers. Keep the count going up and it'd be very much appreciated. I'm actually quite surprised that people are interested in what I'm doing and everything else, so I very much appreciate it, guys. And yeah, once again, the road's pretty noisy, but let's get down and see what abuse we're going to get. I wonder if we're going to have our usual greeting today. Hopefully, let's see. So then we have a police van here, very nice. I suppose the police have to be here just to make sure everything goes smoothly. We get our usual greeting today from that knob in the mask. We'll find out soon. With a police car there. So then, I'm a little bit confused for what side is what. So today it looks like we've got the left on the side of the path side here, and then the right is over there on the grass. Got a couple of England flags hanging there on the fence. We have the left over here, and the right over there. No normal meeting. That's a bit of a shame. Why, mate? Lovely. Yeah. Huh?
We met before.
I don't know.
Ed, lovely to meet you.
Yeah, my name's Troy.
Very nice, well done.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Lovely. Yeah. So what are you?
A bit different this week.
Yeah, a bit different this week. Well, usually the left side up, or the left people with that side and the right.
It's easier when it's left and left, right and right, eh?
Yeah. Well, just call this side the left and that side the right. You know what I mean?
This way it's left and right.
Yeah. So what are you then? For the migrants or against the migrants?
I'm neutral today.
Neutral.
That's his watch.
That's fair enough. Neutral.
I do think we should treat everyone with as much dignity as possible.
Oh.
Everybody should be treated with dignity.
We'll agree with you on that. Everyone should be treated with dignity. I totally agree. I mean, legal or not, but
exactly.
I mean, I was talking to a legal migrant the other day, and he was telling me he's got to pay 21,000 for him, his missus, and 2 kids every 5 years just to stay here.
Yeah, visas are expensive.
I mean, when he told me that, I was like, well, no wonder people are breaking into the country. Like, I mean, that's a lot of money for.
And we do need people to come here and work, and we need them to do it safely and legally.
Yeah, Nigel Farage is on about reindustrialising the country and stuff like that. But the problem is, if he does that, then we are going to need a lot more people and some of the migrants.
I don't work in a factory personally.
Well, I mean, like, it's different work for different people. Like, I mean, I know plenty of English people who work in factories.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
amazing they do.
I work in construction, so I mean, that's basically an outside factory, but. You know what I mean?
North Devon's got some amazing high-tech industries at the moment. There's one in Bideford that makes, you know, the little propeller on the back of a helicopter.
Yep.
They're amazing. They make these really high precision.
I got a feeling my stupid father might work there, but I don't really talk to him or anything because.
Calling him stupid, that might be why.
Yeah, well, we haven't spoken to him for 2 years, so for over 20 years.
Family's important, and when they're not very nice.
Well, it's not a case of he ain't very nice. It's a case of he hasn't spoken to me for like 20 odd years. Yeah, well, it is what it is, isn't it? But
it sounds hard.
Yeah.
But lovely to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you too.
Let's keep it nice and calm and nice to everyone.
I try and keep nice and calm. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure you do.
I mean, when you
seem very reasonable.
I like to be reasonable, but I mean, like a lot of the time when I come here, I've got masked thugs coming up to me, telling me to fuck off, this, that, and the other.
I'm not a big fan of the mask.
And then after a while, you soon start getting a bit bitter about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got to have a thick skin sometimes, but I don't like the mask.
I am quite thick-skinned, but You know what I mean?
sure,
Like
right,
after a while, I mean, you do start getting annoyed, and
I'm sure, absolutely.
Well, anyway, I'm going to go over and meet everybody else. Nice talking to you. Thank you for the conversation. Oh, we've got the left on this side, and we got the right on this side. Hello, people. Yeah, probably see me on YouTube, no doubt, or probably. Yeah, I'm a telehandler driver. Yeah.
Telehandler driver, yeah.
Yeah.
Nightingale Hospital, was it?
No, I've never worked on those.
Definitely working.
What area do you normally work in?
Exeter.
Exeter. You probably would have seen me on the Vistry sites or Simmons sites or.
I'm not on building sites anymore.
What line of work did you used to do then?
I used to do like labouring, site labouring. Now I do tree work and bush work.
Oh, nice. Yeah, gone up in the world.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Have you noticed the lefties have got their copyrighted music on?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their copyrighted music on, so I can't film.
As long as you talk over it.
Nope.
No?
You use a lovely AI program to buffer it out.
Oh, I thought as long as you talking over it and there's not just music going on.
Well, you would think so, but unfortunately it don't work like that, annoyingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you catch any copyrighted music, it flashes it up straight away, and then you've got to do the relevant things to get rid of it. Yeah. Well, not very many police here all down this way. I mean, they seem to be sort of be tucked out the way today. I mean, we've got some very interesting uniforms over this side. I like the Jamaican guy. I mean, that's quite a cool haircut. I kind of like that. It's a bit nice and different. Yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't know if it's a girl or boy. It's quite hard to tell these days. No, not that I against them, but when it's pretty difficult to tell, it does make you feel a bit awkward when you try like addressing them, innit?
I asked those two apparent counsellors, and he goes, "Oh, I'm with Reform." So I laughed at him. Well, I'm not actually with Reform. So why say he was? You're just lying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think there are a couple of lefties really trying to infiltrate.
Yeah.
He was trying to say that all these women in here have been having babies because they all got raped by their own partners. Yeah, raped by their own people. And
they get separated in different.
They do separate the men from the women, but that's something we've done since the Titanic days, to be fair. And so the men ain't harassing the women and vice versa, I suppose.
Refugees are welcome, but do they understand what's actually going on?
But
Women are getting raped.
the problem is, it's alright accepting in all these migrants and stuff, but you've got to sit there and question, why are they turning up?
I think we'll find probably most of these they don't even have kids.
I don't know, I think quite a few of them look like they got kids, or... Yeah.
And you get all like the college ones, the university ones and all that.
Yeah. Have you noticed,
Very privileged people.
have you noticed two key people are missing today? Mind you, it's still a bit early, so they could randomly turn up. I mean, like, matey who normally gives us our grand greeting, he ain't here. Mr. Umbrella, he ain't here. And Mr. Racist ain't here.
People seeking safety are not your enemy.
Mr. Posh ain't here.
What's wrong with fucking France?
Right at the moment, yeah. I mean, it'll get a bit more lively later on. Yeah.
When it all starts.
They are the fascists. They seem to be a lot of the things they accuse everybody else with. It's Mr. Andy, racist man. Alert. Oh, John. Good old Jonathan. A little zoom in on him. He will be on a future video, like just standing there doing nothing as usual. He's not really the talkative guy, like, you know what I mean?
Notice when he goes to the Palestine runs in Barnstable, he dresses a lot tidier as well.
I don't know, I think he's dressed reasonable there, you know what I mean? Like, he's just in his trousers and coat sort of thing. I mean, no. Oh. Yeah, mind you, the guy there in the skirt, I'm assuming is a transgender. Like, mind you, they called us transphobic the last week, so you never know. I might turn up in a skirt just to show we're not. Problem is, if I did that, they'll probably confuse me for the left. Yeah. I got a megaphone in the bag if anyone wants to use it.
Yeah, we've got two now.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out what to say to
I got quite a big one. Yeah. I do like the fact they're playing copyrighted music to stop my videos. They don't. AI is a wonderful thing these days.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Something not copyrighted on your speaker.
ooh, what's your umbrella here? No, I don't know. Hard to tell. Right, all this on the right, them lot on the left. So happy days. And they've also got the barrier down. So I would assume we can get it. But they have the barrier down in the entrance of the hotel today. They haven't done that before. They must not be expecting any deliveries.
We did have all of that side. Yeah. Well, the police have forced us over here.
So which is what?
Yeah.
Is when they get this side, they get both sides, block the road off and everything. Yeah.
I said we came here early to get both sides so that we could be over here this week and they could be over there this week, and that's a fair kind of rota.
That's it.
But they're not interested in being fair, are they? That's why they want illegals to be allowed into the country.
Yeah, but the thing is, when they were over here last time, they were blocking the entrance so the migrants could get out. There was a lady with a pram, and none of them were moving out the way for her. I mean, they could at least give them like a passageway to get through and stuff. But hopefully today the road will be kept clear so they can use the road a bit.
Need a better side because they're stood on the road and they're not blocking the path.
Well, when we were that side, you know what I mean, we actually gave them, free passage. You know what I mean, we moved out the way. You know what I mean, we've got to be respectful for the individuals in here. At the end of the day, it's not really their fault they're here, really. You know what I mean, it's the government's fault.
Yeah, I don't think any of the people in there will come over on boats anyway.
Yeah. Well, some of them will probably come over on boats, but I mean,
Not all of them.
but at the end of the day, you still got to be respectful. They are still human at some degree, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, and also a lot of them are women and kids, so I mean, we got to try and keep respectful, haven't we? I mean, it don't look good on us if we're disrespectful.
The police are on their side, ain't they?
Yeah.
Even though they're claiming they're not.
Definitely not
Yeah.
impartial.
She's asked all of them to move.
Well, there, lady there.
They basically forced us over here.
Clangers. Remember the clangers?
Clangers. Oh, bacon.
Well, here we are again. week 6, and we're here to protest and actually stand firm and say that actually refugees are welcome here in Exeter. And it's nice to see that we've got a bigger turnout, and we've got new people here today, and that people are here standing firm and standing against those who are full of hate. I was also pleased to hear that Exeter Reform Party have said that they're not supporting these protests. And Lisa Norris, their chair from Exeter Reform, said the reason they weren't supporting the protests is because of the presence of the far right. So
that's incorrect.
Just like anybody on the other side, if they want to volunteer themselves as being far right, because up till now they've all said we're not racist, we're not far right. It's interesting when you have the chair of Exeter Reform, Lisa Norris, saying that people on the other side are far right. Her words, not mine. Maybe you should take it up with her.
Are you the racist far
Also,
left?
we've seen this week the Reform Conference. We've had Richard Tice saying that basically far too many kids are getting special educational needs and that parents are playing the system. It's interesting because we can see what a reform government would be like. It wouldn't be a government that looks after those who are most in need. It'd be a government for the rich. A government for the rich, which actually is going to try to... No, you can't stand there, mate. That's just taking the piss.
The people united will never be defeated. 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 The people united will never be defeated.
Yeah, please don't bump into me, mate.
Oh, you're crazy. Hey, you were crazy. What? You nailed me. You were crazy. What did you You take that mask off me. You take that mask off me.
I'm surprised they don't want me to film the far right being naughty.
Don't worry about it. Take that mask off, Harrison. Take that mask off. They ain't got a fight, you know. Why have they got masks on? Why are they hiding? Can you answer me or not? Why can you answer me? Why can you answer me?
Illegal immigrants are not welcome here.
Refugees are welcome. Refugees are welcome here.
None of us are
Refugees are welcome here.
Refugees are welcome here.
Refugees are
Illegal immigrants are not.
anti-fascist.
Refugees are
Refugees are
welcome.
welcome.
Don't you want me to film the right side being a bit naughty?
What?
Don't you want me to film the right side being a bit naughty?
Trying to keep everyone off the pavement.
Stand against the illegal immigrant invasion. That's all we need to do. The refugees are welcome here. They have been.
So why protest outside of a hotel full of asylum seekers?
I'm not really protesting, I'm just there filming it,
No,
to be
I'm
fair.
just asking the question if they're
Huh?
against illegals.
Yeah. Well, I'm only really against people breaking into the country and being illegal. I mean, there's a lot of actual legal immigrants that pay a lot of money to be here, and I don't think that's fair on them, to be fair.
But
the problem is they can't stand there with us.
In order to claim asylum, you need to be on British soil.
Yeah, I know that.
As a whole country, illegal
Yeah,
immigrants will not.
yeah, but there's no need to break into someone's country, though, is there?
Are welcome here.
Well, the thing is, when the government doesn't allow any routes to claim asylum,
Right.
Welcome here.
then you have to cross a border.
Or not.
Well, yeah, I
Actually,
understand that.
the UN Convention.
Yeah, but do you think crossing the channel on rubber dinghies is a safe and good answer to do, or do you reckon proper agencies should be set up in France or wherever to bring them over safely?
I think Britain shouldn't shut its embassies every time there's a problem in another country.
No, well, I agree with that. We should be working with the EU.
We can run before. We can run our embassies before the trouble starts, so that people can't claim asylum in those countries.
Yeah. But you look at Nigel Farage. He wants to re-industrialise the UK, but yet he's going to need a certain amount of migrants in the country to be able to achieve that.
Nigel
would you not agree?
Say whatever he likes.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just going on what Nigel Farage is saying.
He can say whatever he likes because he knows he's lying, just like Trump knows. It's just manipulation.
If we didn't have any refugees, we'd have nothing to complain about, so he'd find something else. You know what happens?
If the Anglo-Saxons pissed off back to Germany, there wouldn't be any English.
You're back in Barnstable, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've seen you before.
Yeah.
We do the Palestine support.
Yeah, I came down to the Palestine one the other day. The only reason it hasn't gone up on my YouTube yet is because the conversation I had with that doctor is not YouTube friendly. I'll get kicked off. So we were actually having a very good.
Well, we did have a thing every Wednesday there.
Yeah, I know. The problem is I work full time, so trying to come down to it's pretty tricky for me. Yeah.
So you're welcome anytime if you.
Yeah, I was quite surprised how nice you lot was, because before I went down there, I was expecting to have people shouting racist at me and all sorts. But you know what I mean, I would like to come down and actually get your point of view across as well. I don't want to be constantly negative towards the left. I do want to try and understand your point of view.
Both sides. I mean, most of these people are not racist. They just think they're doing something positive.
Yeah.
But what's happened? It's been hijacked.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
if it wasn't hijacked, I wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, well, the same with you guys. I mean, you do your Palestine rallies, and then you got someone there holding up a ISIS flag, and of course that goes all over the internet, and then you're being called anti-Jewish and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Else,
but it's like when I went to a Britain First rally, someone was holding up Nazi signs, and they were told to take it down. And I'm assuming the same happens with the left. But you don't see it.
You've got a crowd of 1,000. You're always going to find one wanker in there who's going to
exactly. But bring the whole team down, innit? And
I've been to dozens of Palestine things. I've never heard anyone make any anti-Jewish comments. Anti-Zionist, yes, but not once.
Yeah, but the word Zionist usually means you want a Jewish state, or is it a slur for a Jew lover as well, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure.
Zionism is a political movement, whereas Judaism is a religion. And what they did successfully when they started Israel is combine the two together. So most Israelis consider themselves to be Zionists.
Yeah.
Basically because the brainwashing that was done at the beginning.
That's fair enough.
There's more Zionists, non-Jewish Zionists in America that are connected with this end-timer fucking lunatic religion. And they're the ones that keep funding Israel.
Yeah.
They got some nutty idea that...
a lot of different countries are invested into Israel at the moment. But, you know what I mean, I think that's the case of any war. It's like we keep investing into Ukraine. But if you're a Russian, you might think that the Russians are actually doing a good job in Ukraine. But I mean, I remember when the Ukraine war first started. I was watching it on the RT news. Why do people need to ring me? Oh, I was watching it on RT News, and Putin was saying one thing. I was then watching it on BBC News. He was saying a totally different thing. And so it's like, well, what's Putin saying? Well, I'm going to believe the Russians on what he's saying over the BBC, you know what I mean?
Well, that's how the media works.
Yeah, I mean, the BBC made it out. He was sat there saying, "Oh, the Ukraine's nothing but drug dealers and Nazis." And when you went over to the Russian news, he was saying, "I'm sending our armies in to stop the West turning the Ukraine into a slave race." So, what's he really saying? I think the one that Russia was saying he was saying sounds more realistic and a better thing to put through. You know what I mean? Yeah. He doesn't. It's kind of funny what she named that. Yeah. Mind you, you'll probably find if us lot actually sat down and actually had a proper conversation, you'll probably find we'll actually agree on practically everything.
I said that all along, apart from this guy with the hat who's a fucking troublemaker. Who? This clown with the hat here.
Well, Nigel.
Apart from him, a number of the others, I'm sure, if we sat down and spoke to each other over a cup of coffee, we'd find it 90% agree.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, we both want the same thing. We want a safe world that everybody can live in without no troubles and no arguments, no wars, blah 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 blah.
Fascists don't, that's the problem. Fascists want control.
Yeah.
As you can see in a number of fascist countries.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you go to Russia, 90% of the population support Putin.
Yeah.
Because they're shit scared of him.
Yeah, but you look at this country, like more people in this country have been arrested for a Facebook crime than what there has been in Russia. Well, would your opinion be on that?
I don't think they are. I think what's happened is that in Russia, when they were arrested, they get really hammered. I mean, the guy recently whose daughter, I think 13, 14, did a cartoon at school saying no war, no Putin, no death or something. Bar was arrested and sent to prison. You know, very little trial. He was beaten up in prison, and they only released him recently.
Yeah, so would you say the British ones are more registered and the Russian ones are less registered?
No, I don't think our people, two or three people arrested for internet.
According to the statistics, about 300 people were arrested in Russia for a Facebook crime in the last 2 years. About 300 people were arrested, and in the UK you're looking at about 6,000.
No.
It's something ridiculous like that. Well, quite a few people who've gone to jail for putting a post on Facebook. Regardless to if you agree with what they said, it's still you still go to jail for putting up a post on Facebook.
That's debatable because carrying a poster that says Palestine Action, which is what the government suddenly decided is a terrorist organisation, with no real proof and they haven't offered any real proof to the public.
No, well, not really, but do you know in the Middle East the Egyptians have lined up all their army now along the Palestinian border to stop them coming through?
I don't know whether this is stop.
Yeah, but Egypt's supposed to be a Muslim country as well. You'd think they would help the Brotherhood, wouldn't you?
Egypt is a military dictatorship, and that's why they do not want these people in their country because it will fuck up their dictatorship. You know, Egypt isn't a democratic country by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
When you've got Donald Trump saying, we'll just take all the people out of Palestine and they can stay in Egypt, the guy in Egypt's going, yeah, like hell they can.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so you've got this.
But to be fair, like no country wants to be overloaded with migrants. To be fair, do they? Right? I mean, no country really.
Turkey has taken in more, as a Muslim country, taken in more immigrants than any other country.
Yeah.
And yet people going, oh, you're coming to the West. They did that TV programme where they took half a dozen people and took them to refugee camps and everything. One guy there was really anti-refugees, and he was asking people in the queue, so where are you going? And the guy said, Norway. Oh. And went the next one, where do you think you're going? I'm trying to get to Germany.
Oh yeah, I've
and he
seen
went down
that.
the whole queue before he found someone said Britain, and he said, I honestly thought everyone wanted to go to Britain.
No, I don't agree with that statement. I mean, like, they all want to go to different countries, but it's usually the country they feel most relative to, isn't it? Yeah. But then you do also get your wrong uns coming over, which unfortunately is just a fact of life, isn't it?
Well, again, what this lot don't pick up is the fact that since Labour have been in, a few thousand have been sent back because they're economic migrants. Economic migrants do not stay here. Economic migrants get sent back. People seeking asylum, if it's a justified asylum, then they have the right to be here.
Yeah.
When people say, well, why did they go past France? But they don't have to go, they can go wherever they like.
Well, exactly.
And it's up to that country.
Yeah.
So they can all come to England.
Yeah, but a lot of these countries that these migrants are coming from, we've given quite a lot of foreign aid to.
Oh, I don't know, they're coming from places like Syria, which would help bomb the fuck out of.
Yeah, but we've also given them foreign aid though.
They're coming from Afghanistan, which we destroyed.
Yeah, well, other countries out there, it weren't just Britain that destroyed those countries though.
Well, if you look at the countries that they come from, I work with a refugee centre, And most of them come from Afghanistan. They come obviously from Ukraine, which we're open to.
Yeah.
They come from Syria, Iran, and a few from places like Sudan, Lebanon. So it's one-sided to think that the right put out this thing that they're all coming over here. Remember when Brexit came, Farage was a picture of thousands of people, and he was implying that they're all going to come to Britain.
Well, no, they're not. I do agree with that.
If we hadn't voted Brexit, we wouldn't have had this fucking problem because the French and everybody else was working that you could turn things around. We voted Brexit, and what we managed to do is to shoot ourselves in the foot. And now what we need is someone with enough nerve to turn around and say, we need to rejoin Europe on an equal basis instead of do what we did. We can't, we're not, to make out we're some sort of isolated superpower, this is Foxy Little Island.
Well, we used to be a big superpower back in the day, you know what I mean? But then even through the years, our Navy's always been better than our actual military. That's how the Germans were so successful, because they had a better ground force than Navy. That's why they couldn't invade England, because they didn't have a good enough Navy to get past our Navy.
But you know, when you've got idiots like Trump who's decided this morning that his Department of Defence is now called the Department of War. That was his official, they've changed it.
Well, the problem with the American politics, I keep up with little bits of it, but I mean, we got British politics that I pay more attention to, because obviously that's what's going to affect us more.
I don't think, it doesn't, no. American politics, whatever Trump does affects us. Because I'm an environmentalist.
Well, at the moment, my American shares are going up, and my British shares are slowly going down, so...
Well, I think the American stuff is due to failure anyway, because Trump is such a fucking idiot. I mean, his latest thing that I said is renaming everything.
Yeah, but Trump's anti-war though.
The Department of War, he said.
Yeah, but he is anti-war though. He thinks war's a waste of money.
Yeah, so then he changes the Department of Defence and the Department of War. Well, it's a bit of a contradiction.
Well, I don't know. It depends on the reasons why he would want to change it to that.
He wants to do it because he believes that America's the greatest nation in the world and the strongest nation and blah 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 and all the other.
Well, at the moment, technically it is, because they got the primary currency.
China could walk over it.
I think China's got the a bigger population, and probably the industrial background, but I don't think their technology's as good.
It's better.
You sure?
Absolutely. They've got in the recent parade they did in there, they showed the weapons that the Americans have got open combat.
Even the British Navy's still reasonably advanced. It's more advanced than what people think it is.
Well, it isn't so far, but we've got aircraft carriers that don't carry aircraft unless they're American.
Yeah.
We've got 2 aircraft carriers, one which is nearly almost broken down.
Well,
you know, so it's a bit of a joke.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And why have we got aircraft carriers poncing around in the China Sea? Honestly, do they honestly think that one aircraft carrier from Britain is going to stop China doing anything?
No, not really. I think
all it's doing is wasting money.
I think China would laugh at that, but I think it's more to be seen rather than anything else.
Yes.
But then even Russia and England and America has been playing a game of top trumps. Oh, we've got this battleship. Oh, well, we've got this battleship. Oh, but we got that battleship. Well, we got that. We've also got a battleship. I mean, like, or the Russians are floating through the English Channel and then going down to America.
If anyone upset the British, we send a gunboat and then change their minds.
Yeah.
Nowadays it doesn't work.
Well, quite a few times the Russians have come into our waters, and we've sent over a ship to go. Oh, we see ya. You know what I mean? Like, but
airplanes. They fly within like 10 few kilometres of the airspace, and we send up half the fucking air force. It's all bullshit. It's just shouting at each other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this. You know, you wave your flag, I wave my flag. At the end, we'll go home and it's a cheap football.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I would rather make constructive, decent videos where I'm actually talking to people. I don't want to be making videos where I'm just shouting at people constantly, because that just gets me nowhere. It gets nowhere, and I just walk over thinking I've been kicking a dead horse all day long, like, you know what I mean?
What I find sad though is kids.
Yeah.
These kids are
He's on TikTok live. He is. He shouldn't really be because he's not actually old enough to be on TikTok.
You've seen some recently, and on TikTok's a great one where there was this thing like this going on, and a Sky camera crew turned up. So a bloke from one of the houses walked across this Sky camera crew, and he said, "I just thought to tell you that we don't have a problem with this going on here." And within a few minutes, a right-wing guy came up to him and said, "Start shouting, I don't know this place." And then another one, and the guy ended up walking away, and walking away, about 8 of them they started attacking him, so he ran over to the police, and it ended up that the police had to escort him, and he was just an ordinary guy come out of his house, and all he wanted to do was talk about it, and these bloody arseholes, and what also, I think the first person to hit him was about 13.
Well, it's like the other day, that Irish bloke, that Irish comedian got arrested for saying some hurty words online or something, and they had armed police and all sorts there to arrest him. Well, I mean, why don't they just ask him politely to come, like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've been to protests where we've had proper protests, there's about 1,000 police officers.
Yeah. Well, this is Devon, you know what I mean? Like the police, I mean, there's all the police here and stuff. I mean, they're pretty sound, to be fair here. You get the odd grumpy officer, but 9 times out of 10 they're usually sound.
There's a fuck up at the moment in Ilfracombe today, which is annual boxing matches, travellers and things, and every single year is a riot.
Oh, right.
And apparently they've police from Exeter, police from all over the place. So what they need to rob a bank today's a day, because if they're not in Exeter,
Yeah, well, it is what it is, but I mean, all these protests happening over the country, I will admit, it is a drain on police resources when they could be doing something good better, but unfortunately it's the Labour Party for you. What do you think of Angela Rayner leaving then?
she's stupid. I think she should have done better.
Yeah, I totally agree. Have you seen the new lineup?
Yeah, well,
What do you think of the new lineup?
Lammy is a total waste of space. He's all talk and no action.
Well, it's amazing that the left and the right can agree on the Labour Party,
Yeah.
even though most of their side probably voted for them.
Well, I don't know, because
I've seen footage where the left and the right have been singing Keir Starmer's a wanker together.
well, this is, yeah.
It's the only thing the left and the right have agreed on, that Keir Starmer's an idiot.
What's so sad about Starmer is he was a brilliant civil rights and human rights lawyer.
Yeah, everyone about it, but I don't like Starmer at all. I think a lot of his work pretty crooked.
He's a Zionist, his family a Zionist, so he's totally biased. He's got no balls.
Well, actually, I asked Google what religion Starmer is, and he's actually an atheist, but his family are Jewish, and he comes from Jewish descent, I think.
What I said is you've got one thing about him is he's noisy and loud
I wouldn't call him noisy and loud, but yeah.
He's in your face. Starmer, you have to find. You can listen to Starmer and go, what the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know, I just think he's a broken robot half the time. But, get this film. Nice speaking to you.
They're going to cut welfare benefits, they're going to cut special educational needs allowances. How is this going to help people in Britain? What are they going to do to tackle the huge amounts of tax that are evaded and avoided by their rich friends? I'll tell you what, they're going to do nothing. They're going to do nothing because Nigel Farage and Richard Toyce stand very much for the rich. As we know, Farage is an ex-stockbroker. He's not going to be making working people better off. That's not why he is actually
Oh mate.
gone into politics.
Yeah, you're right.
Politics, and he's got a long record of scapegoating. Looking for
Had a good week.
Huh?
Had a good week.
Yeah, it's been alright, pop on my teeth. I had to go dentist yesterday, I might have to have a tooth removed. Huh? Only 20 quid, I had to get an emergency appointment. There ain't no hope getting a dentist in this country now, is there? I'm just hoping they don't cancel it.
The NHS. I don't think it's actually happened. Dutch, remember to turn the megaphone on before you speak. The other thing I was going to say,
the next time I hear a man talk about man rights and saying we don't care about male suicide rates, I will not use a single word because you guys don't give a shit about them. You just give a shit about your own.
Oh, you're speaking to the wrong person about male suicide. Trust me, I've had
why are you saying men
well, it is to throw that one out, you're throwing that at the wrong person who's someone suffering with
yeah, you only care about it if it's humans have mental health. Most of the people in there have mental health. Some of the stuff is like that. I mean, if you abuse
What?
I wish you had to can you not have that right in my face?
I'm not, I've got it behind your head.
Well, can you go away then? Because I
No.
don't feel comfortable with you standing there. Oh, okay, so that's okay.
I can stand where I like, madam. I'm in a public place.
Thank you again. I appreciate you telling us.
It's the outdoor broadcasting room.
Have a little look at
It'll be famous if you come there.
Well, if you're going to turn up to an event like this, madam, you need to expect to be on camera. If you're going to turn up to an event like this, you've got to expect to be seen on camera.
Yeah, and I don't expect you to turn up to our vigils and film us in our little town.
If you're going to come to an event like this, you've got to expect to be on camera. You're out of public.
You are violent and it can...
I'm not violent.
I'm saying you are, but the content will inspire violence.
I'm not violent. Well, my content's probably seen by loads of people. I can't help who watches my content. Yeah. Oh, mate.
To believe baseless arguments. As a teacher, I am trained to save our children from radicalisation.
Are you really?
And that includes the far right. We are often
There ain't such thing.
to look out for our vulnerable children who are likely to be radicalised by the rhetoric and the hate of the far right. I recently spoke of how my own child was saved by the NHS. An NHS that is full of refugees and immigrants and people.
Well, I wouldn't call them refugees.
From this country.
They're legal migrants.
That our NHS would not work with
They pay a lot of money to live in this country. They pay a lot of money to be in this country.
We all love our children. We all want to protect them.
Do you?
But this is not the way.
Sounds like she's talking nonsense to me.
People over there saying protect our women. I've listened to them mansplain to me about my safety.
Quite a few women this side.
About how I should feel.
About
your safety. It's our women's safety.
The asylum seekers. I'm sorry, you're not worried about my safety. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. I shouldn't have even been listening. Mansplaining to me that asylum seekers should make me feel unsafe. They do not.
This one's a nutter.
What makes me feel unsafe is knowing that Nigel Farage endorses a misogynist influencer like Andrew Tate. That makes me feel unsafe.
Have you ever heard Nigel Farage mention Andrew Tate? No, neither have I. What is it with the lefties and their big fancy for
building a culture of misogyny among young people, and some of those young people that I...
To be fair, I don't actually know anything about Andrew Tate, but...
I have been listening to Nigel Farage. We have to remember that he diminished the braggings of Trump, who sexually assaulted women.
That's not actually a proof of fact.
Those braggings as men, when they're, what things men say when they're having a drink. and knowing that Nigel Farage supports a president who is rapidly eviscerating women's rights and ownership of their own bodies. That, my friends, makes me feel unsafe.
That, my friend, makes us feel unsafe.
I'm not convinced that these people want to protect women. They certainly don't care about bullying and harassing the refugees behind us. They don't
They're more than welcome to join us.
And bullying and harassing the women and children who tried to leave the hotel last week.
You are obstructing them, not us.
Look at the idea of taking our country back.
This one chats a lot of shit.
To a time before immigration? Because that never existed.
We're just against illegal immigrants.
Right, hang on.
Single heritage nationals? That never existed. To no immigration at all. Where should we start? Because without the Italians, we'd have no sanitation.
Minority people in any of
immigration. Our culture was built on that. We'd have Exeter Cathedral wouldn't exist.
Alright, all with the microphone.
Without the Huguenots, we'd have no links to textiles and trade.
Were they legal immigrants?
Without
Yes, I think
the
they were.
Rush
The ones coming over
generation
little rubber dinghies,
They don't know the difference between legal and illegal ones.
Yeah. Ban all the same.
Exactly.
Do you know what I
They
want
are
my
not
country back?
legal.
I want a country
We like
that
legal
celebrates
ones,
Well,
we don't like
diversity.
illegal
The ones in the NHS, right? I was talking to the one the other day. 21,000 every 5 years has got a pay slip here.
To people who are fleeing oppression. I want a country whose people contribute to the community rather than vandalising it with their flag that they have turned into a symbol of hate.
That's you
I
guys.
want a country whose politicians aren't stoking division and hatred.
Are you dividing us with
I
the Devon flag then, are
want
you?
a country whose people know that we have more to unite us than divide us.
Why have you got masks on?
You didn't see it then, did you?
What?
Did you?
Who?
What have you done?
That thing there. Give you the wanker, the finger sign.
What, to me? Oh. Oh well.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Right.
So the Patriots arrived early this morning around 9 o'clock.
Yeah, there's a load of scouts.
Set up, and then we had 4 or 5 masked Antifa
Look
communist
at that.
supporters.
The scouts are in there. Gonna shot the scouts.
Patriots managed to claim their space on the wonderful brick.
Can you hide your lanyard because people will use that against you?
No, that's fine, they can.
Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, like, people come here with lanyards on before and they've used it against you. So
They've had loads of complaints made against them, haven't they?
yeah, well, I'm just saying. If you put it away, they'll be less likely to do that.
So,
They are not
that's
welcome
fine, I
here.
want them to.
All right, that's fair enough. Yeah. No, I'm just giving you the advice. That's all.
Don't have to.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm just saying they will use that against you. Coming here with a lanyard on. You're better off coming as an independent person.
No, I know what I'm doing.
That's fair enough.
I know that I'm going to have complaints made against me.
Yeah, no, well, Alison turned up with her one on and she had a lot of complaints. Yeah,
I'm sort of here actually supporting Alison by way of
Okay.
because I think people should know who their councillors are.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And they need to be able to
What
speak to
council are you with then?
Devon County Council.
Right.
But people should be able to
you can
speak to their councillors.
Yeah, exactly. You can't,
So if I take this off
yeah.
and I'm walking out, how's anybody going to know?
Yeah, I get you. I totally agree with you. I'm just saying they will use that against you.
And that's fine, I want them to. YouTube.
Okay, that's fair enough. I admire your bravery, mate.
Just makes them look hard.
No, I actually admire your bravery, mate. Yeah. Yeah. So who are you with then? Are you with Conservatives or you just...
I was voted in as Reform.
Reform?
But I'm now an independent.
You're an independent. Nice. Yeah. How come you left Reform then?
So it's all over the news, but basically there's a couple of little controversial stories about me.
Right.
So I still support their policies and so on and so forth. I haven't changed my views, but I'm not at the moment a Reform councillor. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm Troy. Yeah,
what side are you on?
I'm technically centre right, so
Centre right?
Yeah, I would be classed as right.
Where are you going to send the video?
This will be go on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
It's nice to meet you, YouTubers. Councillor Ed Hill here, signing off.
Yeah, I do admire your bravery with the lanyard. That is nicely said. Huh? I'm in a public place, madam. I can record what I like. Well, a lot of people don't. A lot of the left don't like me recording. They must be embarrassed of what they're about.
Yeah. Or scared to show their face.
Huh?
Or scared to show their face.
It was that black lady. Like, oh, I don't want you recording me. Well, you're in a public black lady over there. I was like, well, we're in a public place, madam. Which is right. Yeah, exactly. Hi, people. I do like the fact they're paying copyrighted music. Were you not here when someone got arrested then? No. Last week, someone got arrested last week. Yeah, he apparently pulled off all their masks or something and got arrested.
Was that later in the day then?
Yeah, it was later in the day after I had gone. Annoyingly. Oh, we have the drums. I actually like the drums.
Yeah, but look at the speakers. Fucking embarrassing.
I don't mind the way people dress, we're all different.
I'm not even gonna have a conversation. It's the same fucking sort. Why is the Palestine flag out?
Well, they're obsessed with Palestine, aren't they?
Why don't they have any other flags?
I actually quite like you guys. I like the drums. The whistles, nice effect. We've actually got quite a nice rhythm today. We have a doggy. I actually quite like the drums.
Welcome here. Refugees are welcome here. But we have to say it loud and say it clear, saying illegal immigrants are not welcome on the British Isles at all. We need to understand that this is a country, we are an island. We are just an island, we're not a continent. The illegal immigrants, the refugees are not
Right, I'm going to swap over to TikTok Live, I think. Have you chose to wear your yard today?
What?
Have you chose to wear your yard today?
Sorry?
Have you got your yard on for your councillor stuff?
No, it's a phone.
Oh, it's your phone. Oh, I thought it was the yard. Oh no, it's the phone. My mistake.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things to carry.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, well, that's the problem these days. I mean, like going out without your phone's like going without your trousers on these days, isn't it?
Yeah, if you don't have access to the internet, you can't find anything out there.
Yeah, wow, I do agree. Yeah, I don't think it's a case of needing access to the internet. It's more of a case of access for help if you get stuck or something.
Yeah, the information.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah. I did have a little chat with you earlier on, but not much. Yeah. No, I noticed the two councillors over there wore their yards. I told them it's a bad idea because they get stick. And they said, well, we want them to give us stick. We want you all to know we're councillors, so that's why we bought them out.
Yeah, well the thing is, you're only supposed to wear your lanyard when you're on official business.
Yeah. Well, I actually quite like their argument to it. And I actually did say to them, I actually admire your bravery a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, But I mean, like, 'cause obviously you lot gave Alison stick for coming out of her yang yard on.
Yeah.
But I mean, they
as a council, you've got to represent everybody.
Yeah.
Not just those you agree with.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
You know, when you're a councillor.
So who are you a councillor for then? You're not saying?
I'm an independent.
You're an independent. Oh,
Yeah.
so. Yeah. You actually make money out of that then, or?
No.
No.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
It's councillor's allowance is £110 a week.
That's roughly the equivalent to dole money then, really.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
So it's not a lot.
Nah, it's not a lot. No. Yeah,
So it's not worth it doing it for the money.
Yeah. So what actual line of work do you actually work in then?
Well, I put all my effort into being a councillor.
Yeah. I work in construction.
And I run the Northern Devon Food Bank as well.
Oh, food bank.
Yeah.
Well, if I make enough money on my TikTok, because it's given money, I will give back to the food bank, because I don't believe in having money that's been given to me. I don't like that.
No.
Where with YouTube it's ad revenue, so you're technically given a service.
I agree with that.
I agree with that, but I don't agree with the whole way TikTok gift you. I mean, like, people have actually got to physically give you money, and I don't agree with that. So I mean, if I do actually make enough money on that, it will be going to the food bank.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yeah. I don't normally mention it too much on my TikTok, but when I've got enough, I literally go to Tesco, to my camera on, load up a trolley with food, and I'll give it straight to the food bank.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Yeah.
I can always show you around the food bank if you ever want to visit one.
Which one do you normally represent?
Northern Devon, we've got 7 branches. We've got Bideford, Barnstaple, Ilfracombe, South Mole, Holmesworthy.
Yeah, usually in Barnstaple we've got the Freedom Centre mainly.
Right. Yeah, well the branch in Barnstaple is at the Rose Lane.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know where. Yeah.
Yeah, you're always welcome to come and have a tour of the place.
Oh wow. Yeah. No, thank you for that.
It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, well, if, as I say, if my TikTok ever makes a decent amount, I've got about 15 quid on there at the moment, and not being funny or anything, but going to Tesco for 15 quid. Yeah, well, not really, no. Going to Tesco for 15 quid and buying some food, to me it looks stingy. So, I mean, I'd rather get it up to say 100 quid than go.
Well, it's really appreciated. There's about 100 households a week that use
yeah, I know.
food bank across the...
Yeah, it's become a source that quite a lot of people use these days, isn't it? Well, anyway, changing the subject a little bit, I was talking to a legal immigrant the other day, and he was telling me between him, his missus, and 2 children, he's got to pay $21,000 every 5 years to live here. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I think it's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, well, and he's also got to pay normal taxes that we've got to pay as well.
I mean, if it was done like a student loan, where it's collected like a student loan, I'd be less of a problem.
Yeah, well, at the moment we've got a lot of people breaking into the country, as people call it.
You have to be on British soil to claim asylum.
Yeah, I understand that.
We close our embassies wherever there's problems, so people can't do it.
Right.
And that's what we need, safe routes.
Yeah, I will agree with you. We need safe routes where people are vetted properly and brought into the country.
The government won't do that because they like people who are outside votes, because it gets people whipped up. The government want to whip people up because it excuses their bad job.
Yeah, well, I think one of the largest problems at the moment is a lot of these protests are becoming more of the right against the left, and to me it's becoming a bit childish. And if the left and the right actually stood together and actually had a proper conversation, you'll find we all want the same thing.
To me, the right wing are abusing our flag because it's the flag of the whole country.
Yeah, no, but you're holding it up as well.
Yeah, because if they hadn't been bringing their flags, I wouldn't have a plan to do this.
No.
But I think that.
What's it actually say on your flag?
Safe routes for refugees.
Safe routes for refugees. Yeah, fair enough. No, I think legitimate refugees should have a safe route.
But the thing is, they have to get here first.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's why it fuels the traffic.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but then the problem with letting them break in, as we call it, we'll call it breaking in because that's what it effectively is. Don't you agree that a lot of the wrong ones are also coming in?
But it's like trespass. Trespass isn't a criminal offence.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
You see, the thing is, I think that the government, by not having proper safe routes for refugees. It's causing them.
Yeah. Yeah, well the thing is, I mean, I look at it and a lot of strict immigration, I will agree, will encourage people to break in, which ain't right.
Well, look, the only people that can afford to do this come across those
are the richer ones.
The high professionals, the solicitors.
Yeah, but even then, like the guy I was talking to, he has to work for the NHS, which is a low-paid job. How are you meant to afford 21,000 in 5 years? That's your savings white.
Yeah, but that's what they're doing. They're weaponising migration.
You want to know the most nicest thing about him? He never once complained about it. I had to physically ask him these questions to get an idea of how much he paid.
Most people just want safety.
Yeah, I totally agree.
They want to get on with their lives and don't want to hurt anybody.
Exactly.
It's when you try and take up the flag and just try and claim it for one subsection of society.
Well, to be fair, I don't believe the right are really causing any problems. I mean, the left try and antagonise as well. I mean, there is tit and tat both sides.
The trouble is when the right wing, what they're asking for is against actual people. They're actually trying to hurt people.
Oh, probably wouldn't go that far, but we just want
asking for everyone to be treated the same. We want people to be judged by the content of their character. If you're going to act like an arsehole, you get treated like an arsehole.
Yeah, well, it swings both way, isn't it? Like, I mean, if you're going to act like an arsehole, of course, as you said, you're going to be treated like an arsehole.
When they do things like that, they start acting like arseholes. They get the worst out of everybody.
Well, what are they doing at the moment that's causing us? Let's stop the boats. Would you like to see the boats stop?
Yes, but it's safe.
I mean, exactly. Well, I mean, these boats coming over, it's a health and safety hazard.
It's the government that can do that.
Yeah, I know. It is a health and safety hazard. You know what I mean? Like, we've won a lot of wars without even lifting a finger because the ocean's destroyed all the galleons.
People are from our former colonies. They come to Britain because they mistakenly believe that home is where justice is. They're coming for a fair chance. We're shutting the door on that, telling them there's no room in the inn before they've even started.
Yeah, but how long until like things like our reservoirs and stuff will be able to handle the uplifting the population?
If we actually invested in things instead of running everything down.
Yeah, but do you realise how hard it is to build a reservoir? You've got to flood an area the size of a village, and then you've got to pipe it up to the grid.
Do you know why we've got a housing crisis? Because we haven't built social housing since the 80s.
That's a myth.
We haven't built
there's a housing estate or a house builder in Westwood Hoe called Visionary. They've got one of the biggest sites in North Devon, and they are building over 800 social housing.
We haven't had a systematic. What we've got is to try and get social housing out of development.
Yeah, so
we haven't had a program of building housing.
Yeah, well, plenty of social houses are being built.
Yeah, they're being built by for-profit developers, so they're trying to extract it.
But developer has built them, and then the council buy it off them. That's the way it works.
Yeah, but the council.
Well, actually, the social housing companies buy them off.
Yeah, basically, it's a bribe to the local council to get your planning.
Yeah.
What we want is proper social housing where it's actually you look at the population statistics and what young people need, what old people need for their support.
Yeah, well one of the other things I've seen on site, you get these houses where you buy half of it, and then you pay the housing association the rent for their half.
But you find a lot of these developers do is they put up shoddy ones for the social housing, get people in, because it means you can sell the houses more expensive.
That's not strictly true.
If there's few people already
that's not strictly true. I've actually seen very shoddy private houses built. I can take you to a multi-million pound.
The first couple of houses they put up, they're trying to get people in quick.
Yeah, well, I can take you to a multi-billion pound street in Exeter where they got Porsches parked outside and everything, and I can tell you, in 50 years' time, their house is going to be worth squat, and they've been sold for millions.
They won't. You've only got a 10-year building guarantee, haven't you? So.
Well, yeah, to a degree, yeah, but with. I don't really see that happen. I usually see a lot of private ones go up, but then suddenly they go to social housing more than anything else, to be fair.
No, honestly,
I do work in construction, so I do know what's happened. I built the houses.
The thing is, they probably made their cuts by the time they're built. Because we see it often in planning. They go, "Oh, we can't build this development. We said we'd do 30% social housing, but now we've priced it up and we can only do 10%." You know, and maybe when they build them, they go, "Oh, actually, you can have 15%."
Yeah.
But what they were asked for in the first place, based on what the quantity surveyor said was the price, was 30%.
Yeah.
So maybe by the time it gets to your actually putting them up, there's a
well, by the time it comes to like us not putting them up, I mean, like what a lot of discussions have been in the pipelines beforehand. I would agree with that, and obviously me and you don't usually know what those discussions are.
Yeah, we're at very different ends.
Yeah.
I see it at the planning stage.
Yeah.
You see it at the construction stage.
Yeah.
Between that, the developers have made sure that they're sitting pretty.
Yeah, well, a lot of what I do see on site though are the people from the city moving down here into a lot of these houses.
Yeah.
You know, a large percentage are people from the city.
Retirees.
It's not just generally, it's a mixture of all.
Yeah.
And I usually ask.
Well, the thing is,
I usually ask them why they moved away from the city, and a lot of them say it's to get away from the crap up there.
yeah, you know, but the trouble is when you get an area like ours, which is very uniform, in its,
We are actually lucky to live in a very safe, nice part of the country. As long as you don't go around pissing people off, it's a pretty safe, nice place to live down here.
yeah, I mean, and the police are quite effective, you know, at keeping the peace.
Yeah, the police 9 times out of 10 are quite friendly. I'll give them that.
Yeah, you know, they don't get it right every time. But,
Well, no one's perfect. We're all human.
You know, they are staffed by human beings, but by and large, they do pretty well.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, when you get negative stories about any group of people, and you don't have that type of people around, you haven't got any evidence to counter that.
Yeah.
And what we're against is, what you find is, if one person does something wrong, they should be prosecuted. What we're against is prosecuting everybody who's in the same group.
Exactly, yeah, no, I do agree with that. I mean,
Because that wouldn't be fair if we said everyone who waves, you know, if there's a bit of violence at an England match, everyone who waves an England flag should be.
Oh, exactly, exactly. Yeah, I agree. It's like, I don't know, but even this side. I mean, like the left call the right racist. How can you list every white person a racist? You know?
When they are shouting stuff like "send the boats home," "sink the boats," right?
Yeah, I haven't heard "sink the boats" here. I've heard "send them home" and "stop the boats."
Someone in Barnstable was shouting, "He's so right, he's far right," and he was having an absolute go at anyone who was slightly tanned, basically, who was passing by.
Oh, did you go down to the Barnstable rally?
Yeah, on Thursday.
On Thursday, yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
I was working then. I got told by some of the lads. I went down there Friday. I got told by one of the lads that somebody stuck their head out the window and called them racist, and then called them packies. Which, how can you call someone racist and then bring out a racist from our party?
Yeah. Well, one of the chaps on there waving his flag was calling everyone lackeys, but he was so drunk it sounded like he was calling everyone blackies. So.
Oh right.
Yeah. But the thing is, what we're against is people being judged wholesale on their class. On their behaviour.
Yeah, I think people should be judged on their behaviour rather than who they are. I believe in a country built on merit rather than a country built on what colour skin you are, if you're female or male. You know what I mean? It should be on merit.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
And when they take the flag and then start shouting their racism with it, they're using that flag to defend our flag, the flag of all of us, to try and defend themselves.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, they're all flying the flag for different reasons.
You know, they don't. In Barnstable, they were flying the ensign of the Royal Navy. None of them were sailors.
Well, that's fair point.
You know.
They probably didn't quite understand.
We even asked them, did they understand what the flag they were flying? You know, it's pretty disrespectful to take someone else's, the glory of other people, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, unless you've been in that unit, you shouldn't be flying that unit.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. If I was now, it would have been like, mate, 2 that one down. None of you are in Navy. Yeah.
They were shouting, send them back.
The problem is, because she was a woman with a pram, I didn't film her coming out, which annoyingly I wish I did. I can't actually find any footage of her coming out, and also I end up with 4 hours worth of
You're
footage.
respecting their privacy and not filming, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll only film them from a distance away, because I mean, especially if it's a female and a baby. If it was men, then it wouldn't really bother me, because men, in my opinion, we're men. You know what I mean? We don't tend to care, like we're not so scared of things. But obviously, women and kids is a bit different.
Sometimes these young chaps have been quite traumatised.
Yeah, but no,
If you've
yeah,
watched
but
your parents get shot in front of you,
yeah, well.
you're not exactly going to be in a well place.
Well, I do actually have bad experiences, but I'm not talking about that now.
And you know what mental health support around here is like?
Well, yeah, there is fuck all for mental health, and with mental health, it's just a chance for the pharmaceutical companies to make a lot of money, and that does them no good neither. And
people on drugs wait until they cure themselves, basically. But the thing is, there's a lot of trauma these people have experienced. So when there's big crowds, they haven't been in crowds.
But I've seen the migrants coming out, and there's you lot here making all your noise and everything, and they look at you lot and they're rather scared. But the thing is, right, they don't understand that you lot are here standing up for them, because all they hear is a lot of noise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also, and also that lady with the pram coming out, she was also obstructed by a lot of the left side, and she was trying to walk around them and stuff, and none of them moved out the way. Yeah, well, you should have moved out the way and let her come out, right? Because yeah, but there were like people sat on the path or stood around, and she was struggling to get past them and stuff. Yeah, I do understand in these sorts of events it's easy to get distracted and stuff. You don't notice things like that.
When they're looking over there and not looking right behind them.
Yeah, but no, I would like to respect the people in there. At the end of the day, it's not their fault they're here, and they are still human. Yeah.
You know, whatever they've done, they've been through traumatic events that probably would break them.
I don't know. We've all had traumatic events in our lifetime, but if it's as bad as theirs, I don't know. Well, my granddad lived with the threat of a bomb drop on his head, and he actually sympathises with them because of that. Yeah. Yeah, wrong. Yeah, I know.
She was only 6 months old when she had to cross the
channel. So what? These people here?
They're my adopted family.
They're your adopted family. What? Are they all children? Are they?
Yeah.
So you two have actually adopted some refugees. Then? Yeah. That's very nice of you. I mean, because we keep asking to you lot, would you take any in? We never get an answer.
Well,
but no,
I haven't been answering, and they call me liar, so I had to bring pictures.
Yeah, thank you for showing that. So
that lady there,
these people here, their parents were killed.
No, we've got parents as well.
But their biological father, he's got bullet holes in him.
Is he still alive, or is he?
He is still alive.
Oh, that's all right. Well, he's at least
he's
still alive.
Work.
Well,
because he's
so, you know, is that
and their mother watched her brother be killed by a mob because he was trying to defend her from being raped.
That's bad,
they killed him and raped her.
So they killed him in front of her. So these little girls had to dress as boys the whole way here because of the amount of predators that they could have taken.
They could have been raped. They could have been raped.
And so Britain is the first place they could actually be girls.
Yeah, that's quite sad to hear that.
You know, and these are the people on those boats.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But the problem is the people that need it, that need to come over, are struggling because of the rules and stuff, which I understand.
Yeah, that's why we've got to change the rules.
What they do is shut the embassy.
Yeah, but then,
they can't.
Yeah, but then on the other side, they had to dress as blokes.
She's terrified of water.
Yeah, but they had to dress as blokes to come over here.
Yeah.
And I mean, doesn't that go to show that a lot of the people that they are coming with can be?
Well, the thing is, the smugglers, or one of the people that run the boats, They would smuggle people, they'd smuggle drugs, they'd smuggle anything they could take.
Yeah, but who are these people who are smuggling them over? Because they do come over in life jackets, and as I recall, criminals don't care about safety.
These here, right? If they didn't dress as boys, they would have been raped.
I know.
6 months old.
Yeah.
So if they were seen getting off a boat, you would have gone, oh, they're all boys.
Well, yeah.
And you wouldn't have even asked the question.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Why did they look like boys?
Yeah. Well, I understand why they would disguise themselves as men.
Yeah.
It's understandable. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. When these guys say it's all men coming over.
Yeah. Oh no, I know it's not all men coming over. It's about 80% men.
They're women and children
Yeah.
from our former colonies who think that Britain will look after them.
Guys, I don't care which side you go, but it's still clear the road.
Oh, sorry, we were
Go that side or that side. You don't care.
What? Huh? Yeah, I'm right. Troy. Yeah.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Come over here so I can hear you a bit better. Huh? All right.
Obviously, I was going to say, in future, when you're walking down,
Yeah.
like I said to my partner, for you not to be on your own. So to your videos, I'm blessed that you get, they come to you, the ones all covered up, come straight up to you,
Yeah.
and are quite aggressive towards you.
Yeah.
But obviously, have they done anything about it? There's one of the videos with the milk bowl.
I just humour it, but
You're not like.
no. To be honest with you, man, both of those lads, if they started on me, I would have had them both on their asses.
So basically, when we first got here, obviously, there were people.
Yeah.
We had all this area,
Yeah.
right? And then they started turning up and standing next to us, and obviously arguing started. Anyway, the ones that are all covered up, I walked away, he was stood up to the copper, I walked off, and as I walked away, he followed me. So I turned quite aggressively and went, mate, don't follow me, because you'll send me to fight or flight.
Yeah.
So that made me come over, and I said, at the end of the day, if you don't separate us, it's going to become a problem.
Yeah, well, with the left, they try and antagonise the right, and that's what they generally do.
But when they come to us, she come to me and said, "Is there any chance you can come this side? We're going to keep this side clear,
Yeah.
so people get too involved, and then they want to go that side." And we all went, "Okay." I shouted it really loudly. We're there. That's Switzerland.
Yeah.
This is our side. That's your side.
Yeah.
And then they never moved. That's why I went and sat and did what I did.
Yeah.
To make a point.
Yeah, okay.
So then the police officer said, "We can't move." I went, "Okay then. Well then I'll go and sit down." And I was going to be the antagonist then.
Yeah.
But they were sitting down.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It can't be one rule for them and one rule for you.
And that was my point.
Yeah. Thank you for commenting on my.
You don't feel until they all do it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, thank you for commenting on my YouTube channel. Anyway.
no, that's fine.
Yeah. No, I won't worry about them trying to be aggressive to me. I mean, I don't think they're actually going to hit me anyway, because I think the masks and stuff are more for intimidation. But to be fair, those two don't hold a candle light to me. I could have literally handled them easily. And I'm not on my own usually. I'm with Nigel, but I'm not really sure how.
Eventually, start with one of your videos, you're on your own. And I said to him, I think that's in the back of there. And if that's the case, you find intimidate or you want to be on your own, messages, we'll meet somewhere, but we were here by 10 o'clock.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not that scared of them. They don't worry me one bit. Yeah, lovely. Thank you. There we go, a full-on police line now. Yeah. Sorry about shouting at you the other week.
Stop the boat! Safe
back! Stop the boat! Stand them down! Stop the boat! Send them back! Stop the boat! Send them back! Stop the boat! Send them back!
He's equal with that, isn't he? Yeah, she does have a brain problem.
Stop the boat! Send them back!
Be careful with that cane, please. Always got a dap. Well, yeah, I've been dapped quite a few right riggers.
Nigel Farage is going to save your tax money Dutch by cutting welfare benefits and by cutting
Right, is that his favourite line?
needs in schools. So when he's slashing public services, we know who to blame. You've got him hook, line and sinker. You can scapegoat a small group of people, which is costing very high now. Let's face it, your job is going to be looking after his
Close the hotel down!
Nigel Farage, friend of the rich. He's going to be paying taxes for the rich. He's going to
Illegal immigrants back!
You'll be a thing of peace. Once you've been at I don't think people from Britain first should be shouting loud about women's rights.
I'd be quite pleased when Nigel Farage gets in. At least my stocks and shares will go up.
So welcome here!
At least the interest levels on my savings accounts will go up.
Welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear! Income tax are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear! Income tax are welcome here!
Stop the hate!
At least my shares will go up when Nigel Farage gets in.
There's no hate here, no hate at all.
We saw it last week.
They've come through half a dozen safe countries to get here.
Don't you lot critique as well?
Come on boat. They've got money. They're not in desperation. Send them back. 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 Send them back.
Detain and deport!
What?
The people that pay for their unions, the money for you lot is coming out of there. That's how you supply cakes each week. I've come out my union this week. I'm not paying for the likes of you lot.
You know, I was speaking to a legal migrant the other day, a legal one, or no, immigrant, sorry, and he's got to pay $21,000 for him and his missus and kids just to live in this country. He's got to work 3 jobs just to pay for that. I mean, and he was a very nice man as well. He didn't even complain about it. I actually had to physically ask him.
Arrest, detain, deport.
Please don't get silly. I'm filming it for the up.
John has finally said we've lost control.
Huh?
Police liaisons actually just said to me, yeah, we've lost control.
Well, how?
Did you not see the near fight over here?
Huh?
There wasn't nearly a fight over here.
Nearly, yeah.
Yeah.
I just say to mate, don't mess around because I'll have to film it and put it up. I think he's walked off now. I like the hair. I like the hair. That's quite unique, that. I like it. I have to stand there. Basically what they're doing is writing like cards to the migrants.
That's where your love needs to go. Stop the boats! 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 Stop the boats!
I won't get in trouble, don't worry. My megaphone's over there by that tree. Huh? Yeah. happening down there? Huh?
Nothing going on.
Oh, the way you're facing down there.
I just noticed the police in the van having a break, that's all.
Oh, well, they were trying to do a break, I suppose. That's the worst thing about being out here, isn't it? People are only allowed in if it suits them. Huh? Some people, but it's usually councillors and stuff.
Sing to this.
Today, isn't it? There's a lot of chaos.
And I'm not bored with that bloody drumming and that.
I like that drumming.
I've got the music to my right to block them out.
Like you, sometimes it goes quite nicely with your music. Like you, I like Super Mario over there, or G over there.
Send them back! Stop the boat! Close the hotel!
Still playing the same tune? It's almost like that Star Wars thing, isn't it? Yeah. I quite like the drums. I quite actually like the drums. I've got to admit, there's a nice feature about the lefties. Yeah, you've got tambourines there. Luigi, whatever you want to call him, is pretty lively looking, isn't he? The Luigi, quite lively looking, isn't he? Oh, the Luigi's at the front now.
quite nice to be fair. I actually quite like the drums. Yeah. Huh? What do you mean a flat? What do you mean? No. 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 Huh? Well, why would you pick up racist? Huh? Well, you're the one bringing it up. Huh? Well, would you class me as racist? What if I said that's racist? Huh? No, I'm not. Right.
A bunch of questions that kind of fit those guys over there.
No, I'm definitely not racist. I do people on merit rather than what colour they are or what they look like or whatever the case may be. No, I don't hate refugees. Huh? I don't hate anyone.
When you like drums?
I like the drums, yeah. Huh? No, I'm here just to film what's going on. But the thing is, mate. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? I usually feel a bit in the middle, to be fair. There's a lot I don't like that comes from the left, and I mean there's the odd thing I don't like what comes from them, but it is what it is. Huh? Well, they're constitutionally called the left and they're constitutionally called the right, so you know, traditionally, yeah. You call them far right, so we call them far left. Huh? That's alright. Well, they're the left side of politics and they're the right side of politics, so. But you probably find if we all actually sat down and spoke, so instead of arguing, you'll probably find we actually agree on practically everything. That's fair enough. I went a bit like last week. I was getting a bit frustrated because I constantly have people in masks coming up to me telling me to fuck off and all that, which after a while gets aggravating. You start getting aggressive back, like, you know what I mean? Telling them to wind their necks in and fuck off, like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they wouldn't walk up to me like that in the street, would they? It just goes up on my YouTube channel. Yeah. So I normally just cut out the boring bits and then usually the more interesting bits where stuff are happening or I'm interacting with people, that's normally what goes up. I'm Troy. I'm Troy. Yeah. Troy Bomb 14. 14. Yeah, BOT 14, yeah. Or just put in Exeter Migrant Protest and it'll come up. Yeah.
Close the hotel. We're true preachers. We're not left-wing idiots. We believe what's right. We believe what's
It's of hate, the politics of fascism in this country.
We will not accept that. We will not accept the fact that British people are intolerant as this mob of racists over there.
You are the Nazi!
Really? I'm a Nazi! I'm a joke! He's making a joke, man! He's a very funny little man with a Union Jack. So anyway, we come to the day. And these people are trying to again identify the Union Jack with the politics of hatred and division. They will not win, actually, because you cannot identify the country with division and hatred. Most people in Britain welcome the fact that we have black, Asian and white people living together in harmony and peace most of the time. We won't accept their racism and hatred, and that's why we won't accept flags on our lampposts. We won't accept many roundabouts being St George's crosses on. Apart from the fact it looks absolutely terrible. So,
National Socialist! Stop the vote! National Socialist! Stop the
To be fair, all our grandparents put up with the war. To be honest, all of our grandparents put up with the war. Well, probably more so your parents, but you're a bit older than me.
let's talk. He should have been about something else. Let's talk about money. He didn't, sir. He should have. Let's talk about Tommy Robinson and how Tommy Robinson
has all people in a race on stage. Yes.
A house in the countryside. How he's able to afford staying in hotels constantly abroad in places like Cyprus that cost £400 a night. What does Tommy Robinson do to make all this money? He gets very naive people who are taken in by his racism.
Oh, look, the masked folks are coming.
So what happens? He gets arrested for taking some man on the tube. It's the most recent thing. And then he raises lots of money for his legal funds. He says he's being persecuted by the state.
But he has, hasn't he?
He has a right of freedom of speech.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
When he's done something illegal. And then he collects tens of thousands of people from stupid people like these who are blinded by their racism to the fact that Tommy Robinson is a scam
Okay, have that one. How about that one?
Heritage Foundation. There's similar people. They're the same people who give money to Trump.
Does it?
The Heritage Foundation was giving money to Tommy Robinson, and they stopped.
Doesn't Tommy Robinson have people of all ethnicities on stage?
Was putting all the money up his nose. Tommy Robinson, they said, has a cocaine habit. And
Tommy Robinson used to have a cocaine habit. People ain't perfect. What habit did you used to have, mate? The gambling one? Ain't much different.
Robinson, because he's trying to organise the fascists in this country.
So why does Tommy Robinson have people of all different colours on stage?
Somebody who's had a cocaine habit and has
You want to look into Tommy Robinson? Why don't you watch some of his interviews instead of slandering him?
People to go and hate Bill marches. His purpose is to organise people for violence. And that's what Tommy Robinson is.
You need to look into Tommy Robinson. You don't know what you're talking about, mate.
You don't give lots of money to Tommy Robinson, do you?
I don't give any money to Tommy Robinson.
You are the treacherous bastards behind that flag. You have no idea.
You want to look into Tommy Robinson? Try watching some of his interviews. I believe in listening to the donkey's mouth.
You love him because you're a racist and you know you are.
Huh?
You love him because you're a racist and you know
I'm
you
not
are.
racist. If Tommy was a racist, why does he have all different colours of people on stage? He has people on stage representing the Sikhs, he has people on stage representing the Muslims, he has people on stage representing all walks of life.
Everything about you is racist.
Well, if you can find something that shows me that he's racist, then I will believe you.
You're here is racist. Why aren't you outside the government building?
I would rather be out there, to be fair. I'd rather be there, to
Why
be
aren't
fair.
you protesting outside of Ukrainian refugees' house because they're white?
Not at all. Are you a self-loathing white by any chance?
No, but you're a racist.
Well, who am I racist towards? Who am I racist towards?
You're racist because you're here.
I don't think so.
You lack empathy for these people here.
I don't lack empathy for anybody.
Lack empathy for them is because you're racist.
I don't think so.
You're a racist.
How am I racist? Who am I racist towards?
I just told you why you're racist.
Well, I'm asking you who I'm racist towards, but you can't give me an answer. But I'm racist because I'm here. Well, how does that make me racist? Wouldn't that make you racist because you're here as well?
Am I allowed to hide behind him?
Yeah, you can. Don't that make you a racist because you're here as well? If we use your terminology, surely you're a racist because you're here too.
You're going over it all over again.
Huh?
The numbers have come down quite a lot, haven't
They do for the day. They do for the day.
Stop the
Right, your lot's misled information's good and boring. I'm off. Oh well, thank you. Is that a gift? Is it?
I think it must be.
Is this a gift? Is this a gift? Huh? Yes? Lovely. I'll have it for a souvenir.
You take care, catch up with you.
Huh?
So take care and we'll catch up with you.
Yeah, catch up with you later. So then, we're going down to Exeter Cathedral. Yeah, so that'll be in part 2 of the video. I'll put up the hotel and then I'm going to put up the cathedral one, so it'll be 2 different videos today. Lovely. But I'm actually quite pleased to be going away from the hotel actually, because I don't actually like being in front of the hotel. I do think it's a bit wrong being in front of a hotel full of well, vulnerable people to some extent. I mean, this one does actually look legit to me. But yeah, we're going down to the cathedral, so that'll be in the next video. So hope you've all enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next.